Jimmy Butler's hairdo has surprisingly been a major talking point among NBA fans over the past couple of weeks. Many have taken shots at his dreadlocks by calling them fake or tacky, and now it seems Butler's ready to fire back on the haters by admitting he did it all just to troll the internet. In today's video, we got all the hairy details, so let's dive in. First off, Butler revealed his master plan to troll the internet in a recent press conference. Butler was recently spotted giving a press conference with his iconic dreadlocks, and one of the questions that popped up just had to be about his extensions. The NBA player jokingly replied that he didn't have any extensions, and he wasn't sure what the interviewer was talking about. So it's clear that he has quite a great attitude about the whole situation himself. Moving on to the actual question, he said he didn't know if he'd continue to keep his hair like that. He was trying out a lot of looks to make the internet mad, and we think it's safe to say he definitely succeeded in that goal. Fans have literally been going wild ever since Jimmy's new hairdo was first revealed, and the situation has gotten so popular that he's now literally being questioned about it even in press conferences. So it makes sense why Butler would decide to join in on the fun and make it a part of his master plan to troll the internet with his supposedly fake dreadlocks. And to take things a step further, he even mentioned that he's not sure if he's going to remove the dreads just yet. So anyone who's taking issue with the hairdo might just have to bear with them for a bit longer. Again, we're not exactly sure why the internet has collectively decided to make the NBA players' hair their top priority, but hey, we suppose that's what the internet is for after all. Plus, now that his plan is revealed, what's next for Jimmy's hairdo? The past couple of weeks has been a fun and exciting one. NBA fans got to argue and bond over something that we'd never thought would be a major talking point: a player's hair. It's mostly been playful banter, especially because of Jimmy's great attitude, but it might seem like it's coming to an end now. With his master plan now revealed, in a new interview, Butler revealed that he'll get rid of his dreadlocks sooner rather than later. We can't help but feel his voice had just a bit of sadness when he mentioned this. We're not exactly sure when this will happen, but it's likely that the hairstyle will be gone by the time the NBA regular season rolls around. Though we think it's a great opportunity for Butler to take things to the next step and show up with an even wilder hairdo. Perhaps a mohawk could be cool. Not to mention, earlier this month, Jimmy posted Instagram stories of how his locks came to be. If trolling was truly his goal, it looks like Butler has done it quite amazingly. He didn't spare any expense and made sure his new hairdo was in the proper limelight through his Instagram stories. Back when Jimmy began sporting the new hairstyle, he posted a couple of stories on his Instagram account that showed off his dreadlocks. One of the stories even delved into the process of how he got them in the first place. In the clip, Butler can be seen as a hairdresser. As he goes through the process of getting the locks, it's a fairly short video, but it does show how his look transformed at each step until he finally got the iconic dreadlocks with the golden tips that the internet has gone crazy over. In the video, Butler can be seen adding the extensions, which he claims aren't fake at all. In one of his other stories, he's spotted playing basketball in a friendly match in Quito. And of course, his cornrows are shining through the entire time. The NBA player even made sure to walk straight up to the camera so his new hairdo wasn't missed by anyone. With just how much of a focus he's been putting on this new hairstyle, we can't help but feel like his goal of trolling the internet was in fact something he set out to do from the very start. Wrapping up this segment, let's look back at the reaction of NBA Twitter to seeing Jimmy's dreadlocks. Players tend to look a bit different at the start of every new season. That part isn't new, but what shocked many people was just how different Jimmy looked in his new dreadlocks. The Miami Heat player's cornrows got both the surprise and shock of NBA Twitter when he first unveiled his look. And as is tradition, the internet began the constant spewing of vitriol. Fans on Instagram and Twitter started clowning the NBA player for his hair and new look, but it was so clear that Jimmy wasn't going to take flack from a bunch of random people on the internet, and so he joined in on the fun and decided to make his hairstyle even more prominent across all his posts. In one of the posts, he was seen exercising with the caption being, "What a dreadful workout." And yes, his cornrows were front and center the entire time. Twitter fired back by posting tweets and memes of the player's hairdo. One of the most viral posts shows LeBron James texting Jimmy Butler, asking him where he got his fake hair. Many people even pointed out how the NBA player's hairstyle was looking like it was straight out of GTA 5. People on Twitter also began comparing him to other black celebrities who got cornrows in the past. We're not sure which side ended up winning this battle of trolling, but we can't help but feel like Jimmy's been a step ahead of everyone from the start. And with that, let's move on to some related news. Other news. First up, the Blazers reveal their new Statement Edition uniform. The Portland Trail Blazers recently showcased their 2022-23 NBA Statement Edition uniform that has been designed in a collaboration with honorary art director Damian Lillard. The uniform shows off a fierce red color and has kept the mindset of the team as its core focus. The designer has stated that it's meant to highlight the Blazers' competitiveness, fearlessness, and relentless drive. It's clear that the team is ready to make a bold statement with their new uniforms, with teamwork being one of the bigger focuses on all levels of the organization. Lillard was seemingly involved in many steps of the design process and direction. He worked on brainstorming ideas and reviewing sessions with the design team. From the get-go, he wanted the iconic pinwheel logo to be at the forefront because he thinks that it represents one of the biggest qualities of the Trailblazers, their unity. The uniform is set to debut on the court at the team's home opener on October 21st. This will be versus the Phoenix Suns. Fans who wish to get their hands on this bold new jersey can do so through the team's official website. Next, this French teenager has the NBA going nuts. The NBA was thrown into a frenzy this past week when a 7'4" teenager, Victor Wembanyama, showcased his insane skill. The team is set to make his US debut this week and is already rising through the ranks to become one of the top picks in next year's draft. The plays that Victor has made are not only smooth but take a lot of practice and precision. One of the sequences looks like it was straight up magic. The NBA has currently been featuring players who have unique quirks and outlandish frames, so it only makes sense that the door would be open for someone like Victor who can show up and cause a bang from his very first match. Wembanyama is expected to go first in the 2023 draft. Regardless of which side wins the first pick, this just goes to show just how much talent has been jam-packed in that 7'4" body. His stat numbers and highlights are currently enough to put him alongside mid-career professionals despite him barely even being 18. Finally, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar goes off on Kyrie Irving over Alex Jones' video. Irving's recent endorsement of conspiracy terrorist Alex Jones didn't really get too many people's attention. That was until Kareem decided to put the Nets star on full blast for his ignorance. Abdul-Jabbar stated that Irving had tarnished the reputation of all athletes. Writing on his Substack, he mentioned how Irving would have been dismissed like the buffoon that he is if it wasn't for the strong influence he has over the younger crowd. This makes it all the more troubling that he'd be endorsing people like Alex Jones. The video that Kyrie shared was from 2002 when Jones, the creator of InfoWars, claimed that a cabal of global leaders was releasing plagues for generating profits. On the day that the video was posted by Irving, Jones went to trial. He was being sued by the parents of the 20 children murdered in the Sandy Hook Elementary School massacre. Jones had claimed that none of it actually happened, and it was just done by crisis actors. If that doesn't tell you that this guy is a bit out there, nothing will. That's a wrap for this video. What are your thoughts on Jimmy Butler's dreadlocks? Comment below, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.